Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-dum, ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. So I'm super excited because the new Spider-Man movie is going to be coming out soon, and to celebrate the new movie coming out, I thought I would attempt to do vector art the first time on each movie Spider-Man. Yeah, I got my ticket for premiere day, so I'm really pumped to see it. I can't wait to see how this movie turns out. Now, vector art is pretty interesting because it has a very simplistic look. There's a lot of work that goes into it. It's just mask layers on top of each other, and you have to organize which layer goes on top of which. We got Tom Holland Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and we got Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Now, all three of these guys have a special place in my heart, and I wanted to make sure that they had a very different art style to them, because they're from different universes, right? Now make sure when you're choosing your reference photo that you choose something with a high number of pixels. So this is 6072 by 3415, and it's a JPEG. So it has a lot of resolution in there, so say you zoom in quite a bit, you're able to see where you can put your lines and everything. This one is 666 by 1000 pixels, or a mark of the beast to 1000 pixels. But when you zoom in a little bit closer, things start to get a little bit muddied up. First thing you want to do is you want to be able to trace a silhouette of the character's pose. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a black outline with blue in the middle. And then after we get done doing that, we're just gonna trace more outlines with the red upper body and then their boots. After a while, you're gonna have to do some stuff with the webs. The webs are gonna take you a little bit longer. I'd say webs were probably the most daunting task of this entire thing that I did. It's insane how the webs take the most time to do. Once you're done with the webs, then we're gonna do some of the shading. Now the shading brings the photo to have more definition instead of it just looking flat and two-dimensional. It gives off that look as if the photo's popping out right at you. So mask the shading, and then I would use the smudge tool to kind of fade it in to the other colors, so that way it looked more photorealistic. Each Spider-Man has a different look from each other, like I said earlier. I'd say that shading takes a while, but shading I think is probably my favorite part of doing these kind of things, because then it really starts to bring the picture together of the characters. When it came to doing these different Spider-Men, I noticed that the Tom Holland one has more of a comic book sort of look. Andrew Garfield Spider-Man has more of a watercolor kind of look to it. Tobey Maguire looks a little more photorealistic. So that was kind of the goal for this, was to make it look like, okay, they come from three different universes from each other, make them have different art styles. As a first-time vector artist, I feel like I did a pretty good job, Yeah, some of my line work is a little sloppy, but I'd say that I'm a work in progress. I'll get better over time when I do more vector art. I spent a total on each Spider-Man an average of 7 hours. The thing I forgot to mention was from sitting for so many hours, I got really bad back pain for a couple days, and then stretched it out, I'm completely fine. But yeah, don't work too hard, take breaks in between, yeah, that's it. That's my advice. So for each Spider-Man, there was about a total of 300 different layers. So yeah, that takes forever. And to anyone who's a vector artist out there, don't let anyone tell you your job is easy, because it's not. But anyways, hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video, and then we can talk more about Spider-Man. I'll do a movie review, and I will see you guys next time. I love Tobey Holland. Imagine if we just fused the two together.